This is Sports Federation TV. If you missed the first segment of cycling, you can catch it on YouTube in the next week. We're moving our attention to something also with a ball. It's called netball. We're joined in studio by Janine. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Long time no see. Jeremy, are you well?
I'm brilliant. How are you?
All good, all good. Netball, what's your typical season, Janine? Where are you in the season now?
Currently, we off-season going into our pre-season training. Our academies are starting in the first week of November with all our players starting from under 19 player right through to the senior player, including the men. Getting those academies off the ground is quite a huge task at hand. Get all the players together again to prepare for our competition season, which is end April.
What does the format of the academy take?
In the beginning, we first start with skills, development of skills with the younger players, with our development players. And then from there on, we will go to court work, which is we've got a plan in place. We want all the teams to play according to a certain plan, so which makes pull up to a higher team much easier when a player withdraws from a team.
Okay. Jeremy, what's your involvement in all of this? Are you a player, you're a coach, administrator, umpire?
I am a player and then I'm also an umpire when it comes to netball. So yeah, male netball. A lot of questions.
Yes,
but yeah.
I was about to ask some of those questions. How come there's a male netball fraternity?
Yeah, I think within Cape Town, our male netball is actually very huge because we've got this whole league, and I mean different teams compete, and then after that there's trials for you to make it to the Western, to the Cape Town team, and then you can make it to the Western Cape team. And then eventually everybody's dream is to make it up to the SA team. So yeah.
I didn't even know there was SA men's netball.
That is why next year there will be an SA international series taking place in Gauteng, where different countries will participate. So most probably a lot of Cape Town players are hoping of making the SA team to be part of that team. So yeah.
How long have you been playing netball?
I started by being involved in the schools team. That was when it was back then. Maybe Janine would know about it, the boys under 19 team. So yeah, so I played boys under 19. Back then there were only like a section for the boys under 19, and then after the boys under 19, because at school level we weren't allowed to play with the girls, obviously. So I started to get involved with officiating, umpiring, and then saw a few contacts, went to Western Province, Cape Town, went to Cape Town headquarters, and then eventually got involved, and that is why currently I'm happy, enjoying it, and just really enjoying giving back also by just developing other players also.
Janine, how big is this men's softball fraternity? Do you have numbers?
Fraternity.
I mean, netball.
Netball, it was quite huge in the beginning when I started playing. I mean, that's before I even started thinking of serving on the executive committee even. There was a league, there was about 10 teams there. Slowly but surely the teams faded due to the indoor netball taking place. I preferred that.
You're talking about the action netball type of thing?
Yeah. So the teams faded. Currently, if I'm not mistaken, Western Cape Town has 4 teams participating. Then in Khayelitsha, which is one of our sub-districts, there's another team that's playing. And in Atlantis, they've also got a few men that's playing. And in Wynberg, there's also a few men playing.
Okay.
So out of a group, the group is growing in numbers ever since also the Western Cape teams have been made public. So yeah. It's growing slowly but surely.
You're mentioning pockets of netball. Tell us how and where netball is played, so people can understand. You speak about Wynberg, you speak about Atlantis. Where are the different pockets of netball?
Well,
or what do you call it? Not pockets. You would call it what?
We call it sub-districts. Okay. We've got it's the areas which prevents all. There's always transport problems. Players always working say till 1 o'clock, and then they can't manage to get to Bellville, which is our headquarters.
Yes.
So what we do is we establish sub-districts in the areas where there's enough teams to actually play against each other to have fair competition. We've got about 6, 7 sub-districts at this point in time. Atlantis just came on now, so we're quite excited there. We've been there, developed them, had courses there and everything. And then also amongst the sub-districts, we've got the Interclub Champs that takes place, where we've got the ultimate winner in Western Province in all the different sections.
Okay. I mean, that's a huge thing as it is, because you've got so many sub-unions. How do you fit all of this together? Is there like a communication between all the male teams, or is everybody on their own?
There's also this, besides the traditional league where teams are playing, right? So, and like Janine said, the transport problem. So sometimes there's also in other communities, other male teams, but they don't like register with Cape Town to like play professionally. So they have what we refer to, and I think many coaches hate this word, the rebel league. So they play like in the communities. So there's that form, but playing that league just means that you will never really come into consideration for the Cape Town or the provincial team, because the only place where you can actually be identified is by playing trials at the Cape Town trials.
Okay. Janine, in terms of what else is happening, I mean, you've spoken about the academy structure, and now you're in pre-season building to that. How often is the league happening, and where does it happen? Obviously in the sub-districts. When does it start?
The league, it's in different areas, it starts at different times. At Western Province, we start in March already with the league. Other districts start later, others start earlier. We run up until mid-September. We had our Interclub Champs on the 1st of October. So netball is not really season-bound anymore.
Yes.
It's running through the year until it's done. That's basically what it's all about.
Tell me a bit about your recent awards.
our annual prize giving, yes. It was a huge success. For the first time, we had 3 new categories that we put on the list, which was the Western Province Development Player of the Year, the Western Province Player of the Year, and then the Sportswoman of the Year, which were the 3 new huge categories that we awarded, and we're hoping to continue with that in the future.
Okay. Were men honored at that event as well, Jeremy? Or was it only a gala? I must ask this question.
No, the men were also honored because there's like a trophy that's being awarded like to the top male team for the year, and then also awarded is also like umpires or officials that played a role throughout the season. So coaches, male coaches, so it's not only players, and there's also coaches. They were also awarded, and then also if you did any service towards like maybe the umpiring committee or the fixtures committee, you'd have been awarded. So yes, the males were awarded. And selection, yeah.
In terms of technical expertise, when you're umpiring a ladies' game, do people look at you differently, or because I'm trying to demystify that men can play softball, netball, and that's the key for me is to try and bring that across, that whether you're a male or female, you can still play netball and umpire for that matter. Maybe Janine is going to intervene if I'm going to say something a bit that's going to be out of line. But when it gets to officiating males, sometimes, especially girl teams, they would sometimes appreciate the fact that a male would most probably umpire for them, because we as males, okay, not all of us, we are not so emotional as the ladies. So, yeah, different teams, different reactions, but in general, teams, they really appreciate it when they see an umpire on court, being it male or female.
Yeah.
In closing, Jeremy, why would you recommend somebody to play netball, whether it's male or female?
My recommendation for anybody to get involved with netball is, first of all, it's a sport that's going to require for you to have an immensely big amount of discipline, first of all. And then also, if I look at with regards to what is currently being implemented, there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, coaching netball at school level, coaching netball at provincial level, and then there's also like I would say, so it's a job opportunity. It can open a lot of doors with regards to jobs also for people. So not just for a job, but just for the love of the sport. So I would invite all men within Cape Town, get involved with netball. Your wife can stay next to the court and watch you play or officiate. Just get involved with it. So yeah.
I think we should just add that you need quick feet.
Yeah.
You need to be fit. If not, that will be developed.
Yeah.
Very quickly on
Very
that court.
quickly.
Because it's a fast action game.
Yeah.
Janine, how do people get in contact with your office?
They can email us wpnu@telkomsa.net, or they can call the office line 021 945 4692. Recently, we updated our website, which is Western Province wpnetballunion.co.za. We've also got a very active Facebook page currently, which is a very active one, which is Cape Town Netball Union. So they're welcome to leave a message there, and we'll get back to them there.
Janine de Toy, Jeremy, Titsiso.
Great pleasure.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
Great
you.
pleasure.
Let's take an ad break. We'll be right back.